Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
That's the vehicle is believed to belong to Mr. Robinson arriving in the parking garage on campus. This is Mr. Robinson returning to the campus on foot from the neighborhood to the northeast. This is Mr. Robinson coming up the stairs of the parking structure. And Mr. Robinson lowering and jumping off of the roof of the Losi building onto the grass area, and then moving away towards Campus Drive.
Podcastistan was really kind of turned on its backside, because now in the courtroom, they're talking about actual evidence. Evidence, not conspiracy theories, but actual, evidence, right?
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
From now on, I'm going to monetize each and every one of your all's hate, and I'll donate it to AIPAC. How about that? What's good? Got a problem with it?
All right, that's Dana Lash, a person whose show I look forward to seeing every weekday at noon on the First TV. And I, of course, am your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host of this show, MC Too Tall, and this show is the MC Too Tall Show. Dana Lash versus Candace Owens, or is it Candace Owens versus Dana Lash? Either way, things are about to get brutal. It's not brutal enough. They're going to get medieval brutal between these two women, or I should say between the woman Dana Lash and the juvenile-minded child Candace Owens, who swings back and forth, back and forth. We got another Michael Bloomberg here, switching affiliation the way most normal people like myself switch underwear. So now, you have Candace Owens saying that Erica Kirk was this opportunity seeker that couldn't wait to get her claws into Charlie Kirk. And I'm not saying in so many words, but she's implying that Erica Kirk couldn't wait to sink her claws into Charlie Kirk, get him to put a ring on it so she could have him set up to be killed and take over this big money-making operation and then put money in her pockets. Huh? Okay. Okay. Pretty sick stuff, I would say. Pretty sick stuff. Now, it wasn't Candace Owens that said this, but there is a rumor out there that there was a meeting between Erica Kirk and 6 unnamed Hasidic Jews, and the agreement was that Erica Kirk would allow one of these 6 men to be the gunman to fire the fatal shot at Charlie Kirk using a handheld pistol, something lame like a freaking .22 pistol. And then in celebration of this agreement, all 6 men ran a train on Erica Kirk. There's a rumor this didn't really happen. And it's certainly not anything that I believe, but supposedly, according to this rumor, these 6 men did it with Erica Kirk in some kind of ritualistic celebratory orgy. And then one of those 6 men zipped up, went out, and did the deed. And they already had their scapegoat planned out, and that scapegoat was Tyler Robinson. But now you're seeing actual footage and actual evidence of Tyler Robinson being the man who shot the fatal shot at Charlie Kirk. There were no exploding microphones. There were no men dressed in Hasidic garb at close range with a small caliber handgun. Okay? And these bullshit stories need to stop. And if Candace Owens really was a friend of Charlie Kirk, he would stop slandering the name of his family and his organization. Okay? And she would stop acting as though Erica Kirk was a sidewinding snake that cooperated with the Jews to have her husband killed so she could take over the company and make it an arm of the Mossad or the IDF or Benjamin Netanyahu himself. Benjamin Netanyahu has nothing to gain from the success or failure of TPUSA. Okay? Benjamin Netanyahu has nothing to gain or lose from the deciding factor of who controls TPUSA. So, this whole connection with the Jews comes way out from left field. And not only does it come way out from left field, it is blatantly false. It's not like the fact that John F. Kennedy's driver, William Greer, was the actual gunman who shot the President of the United States. You know, it's not like the fact that no bullet from out of the gun of Sirhan struck Robert Kennedy. And in fact, the fatal shots came at close range from behind by his own security guard. Okay? It's not like that. This is stuff that is not only out there, but it's blatantly false with the whole Hasidic man killing Charlie Kirk with a small caliber handgun, or the exploding Hasidic microphones. Exploding microphones isn't their thing. Exploding beepers is. And who the hell is getting a beeper in 2024, 25? But anyway, I digress on that. But now we move along. Dana Lash has every right and reason to bump heads with Candace Owens. Challenge Candace Owens to bring out facts. To invite Tucker Carlson on her show to present facts. What's happening is these people saw more money in dragging their viewers and listeners down a rabbit hole than to present facts, or at least fact-based opinions. And so Tucker and Candace are on a rabbit hole tour. And Megyn Kelly was a little bit smarter. She sees where it was going, so she keeps going back to the Guthrie situation there. Forget that anchor woman's mother that got kidnapped that still can't be found. They don't know if this woman is dead or alive. very frail elderly woman that got kidnapped, which it's a very sad thing. But I'm glad Megyn Kelly's covering that and not trying to denounce or diminish Donald Trump like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are doing, and throwing the Jews in the mix and smearing the name of Erica Kirk as if she opened her legs to 6 Orthodox Jewish men while agreeing to have one of these Jewish men assassinate her husband. What a ridiculous hoax of a story. But it's out there. It's really out there. You could go look that up. That's what maybe the number's not 6, but a gang, like she agreed to allow herself to be gangbanged according to the stupid rumor, which I of course don't believe. I believe Erica Kirk is a strong, courageous woman who is able to cut through that grief and show true leadership and well-earned and well-deserved position of leadership for TPUSA. But Dana Lash has every right and reason to go in on Candace Owens. Dana Lash has every right and reason to call Candace Owens Gal Sharpton. Remember I said Al Sharpton's Al Charlatan, taking that name from what the late great David Carroll calls Al Sharpton? Okay, and so Dana Lash has every right to call Candace Owens Gal Sharpton. Because like Al Sharpton, Candace Owens is this race-baiting grifter and makes it all about race. And she is not a black conservative woman. She is a gnarly grifter. And acts very much like a white chick, a white liberal chick. So, no, we're not buying it anymore. These people can fall off the table. Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, Megyn Kelly could get a timeout, come back around when she comes to her senses again. And, well, Alex Jones was never invited. And that's how I see it. And I'm glad I was able to give you this in-depth story to Candace versus Dana. Candace Owens versus Dana Lash. Because, we needed this in-depth analysis of the situation. And I will say for the record, I'm on Dana's side. Respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero. Call me Master, MC Tutor.